Level up!
Level up.
So, today is Friday, and the Jets won, finally.
Yeah.
It's been 5 weeks.
It was a big win for them, too.
It was a big win for them, dude.
Against the Houston Texans.
If you would have asked me in the beginning of the season what the record would be, it would probably flip, right?
Yeah.
They haven't played. I wouldn't say played well because they've had games where they were right in it, and then let's say for example, 2 weeks back, I forgot who they were playing, but they were right in it, and then they missed the field goal.
Maybe Cleveland? Was it that game?
No. I know that the missing field goals, that's just part of the equation.
Right. It's been a lot. A lot of
things.
Yeah.
But this week specifically, you felt the connection of Garrett Wilson and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
That one-handed catch was probably the catch of the year. But even like with the other touchdown, you can see that chemistry finally building. Brees hasn't been the Brees that we've known and loved recently, but it will come.
Yeah,
especially when the offense spreads out.
Yeah,
it was nice to see Devontae Adams get his first touchdown.
Oh yeah.
But the problem is the Jets have to stop the run, man.
Yeah.
Mixon had almost 100 yards in the first half. That's unacceptable in a Jets offense that was expected to be in the top of the league. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that when you have like a high-powered offense like that, and then they kind of run through you, it's deflating. You know what I mean?
The one thing that can change the game is time clock, and the best way to control that is running effectively.
Yeah.
You know, you can control the game.
Exactly.
The Jets they did well, especially limiting to Stroud with yards. You know, you can see there was several times. There was several times where he was kind of shook.
Yeah, he didn't know where to go.
Yeah, which was nice. Penalties have been a killer for the Jets, but I think there was more pros and cons this week, and that's something that I'm pretty happy about.
Right. Okay. I mean, they looked really, really good against Houston last night, and Houston's a great team. Like Texans, they were kind of missing like two of their great their best wide receivers, but like still like a lot of people pick them still to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for them to limit their offense like that to 13 points is huge.
Well, now I think they had before entering the game, they had a 2-game lead. We'll see what happens with Indianapolis, but I still think the Texans are going to be up there as top competitors. So them playing to that level of intensity is exciting. And now they're kind of still in there, which is pretty I'm happy about.
Yeah.
It's going to be a challenge, but a lot of the teams that they're playing against are kind of in the same situation.
Yeah, I mean,
and they have the extra playoff spot. Now there's seven teams rather than 6. So that changes things a little bit.
Yeah. I love more playoff teams because that's more competition, more games to watch.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
The one good thing also for the Jets is the Dolphins in New England. They also only have 2 wins. And the Bills are there, like they're 6-2, but I think going down, like this is a long season. If the Jets can pull it together, like they're gonna be fine. I think.
Yeah. I think it was the Bills where the Jets missed 2
field goals. Okay.
But now like the Giants are kind of in the similar situation, 2-6. They had a rough one.
Do we have to talk about that? No, I'm kidding.
But to be fair, I think they're kind of building kind of like their identity, and I think when we were talking about the Giants, that's what we were kind of looking for, right?
Yeah.
Like we knew that Neighbors was going to be Neighbors, right? But now we see Tracy, this rookie that's killing it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And now they're kind of building. We knew Robinson, right, the slot receiver. Yep. He's a good. He's been playing pretty good.
Right.
One of the reliable wide receivers.
Yeah.
Darius Slayton. It's hard because I know I've been a critic from Daniel Jones, but if they have a lot, they have pieces, right?
Yeah.
They just need to find. I think they need to find like a deep Stroud
Yeah.
Or even like the quarterback that they're gonna play against the Redskins.
Yeah.
You know.
Daniels. Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
They're missing the explosiveness and like the risk. I think Daniel Jones has gotten so scared to take any risks now because he doesn't want to turn the ball over, that he's just playing super safe, check downs, you know, throwing the ball away, things like that. And like when you play like that, you really limit like.
I just don't understand what happened with him not running the ball as much.
Yeah, I mean,
that was like his game, right? And that's what we were like expecting him to be.
I kind of feel like when he was running like that, it would just kind of like be. I could be wrong, but like it would just be kind of like the play broke down, and that was his natural instinct.
Okay.
I'm not too sure if they schemed things up, but I know that they've tried to scheme things more like this season a little bit, but like they haven't been too effective with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know what you're saying. Like there's something missing in this offense, and like any defense that's preparing for this offense, like I don't think anybody's really scared other than of Malik Neighbors. You know what I mean?
But one thing that some will say is that the Giants' defense is good.
That's absolutely, and they're putting it together, and oh man, that's one thing that I'm really happy about. I just play of Dexter Lawrence. You know what I mean?
I think there's just a couple players away. Maybe if they can get a solid quarterback, and maybe build up the offensive line.
Yeah.
I don't think they're far off. The only problem that I have with the Giants is that they're in the conference with the Eagles, which are finally kind of leveling up to what we thought they were. They've been killing it the last 2 weeks. And then we have the Cowboys that have been a disappointment.
Right.
But they're the Cowboys, so they're always going to be relevant.
Absolutely. They have the talent to switch it around like that.
And now the Washington Redskins came out of nowhere where they're just but it's still early, so you don't know. But
right.
The cool thing about the Giants is that they're not bad enough to choose it's going to be like a loss. Mm-hmm. They're always going to be in a game, which is good.
Right.
It's just how do they get to that extra thing? And I think Daniel Jones needs to be more versatile, right? Mm-hmm. Not just throwing. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's the fact that they're scheming, making him throw more.
Yeah.
But because the Daniel Jones that I saw when they went to the playoffs, he was running. Dude. That's where he was getting most of his yards, man.
Yep, absolutely. He was waiting for things to break down, and then he had great awareness. He knew his surroundings and where the defensive line was, and he was able to escape. But it seems like for whatever reason this season. They just they haven't been able to advance the ball like that way. Yeah,
and it's nice to see that they're still running the ball effectively. Singletary hasn't been as good as what we anticipated, especially with the connection with the coaches. Yeah. But Tracy has emerged as one of their leaders.
Yep.
But they got some talent.
Yeah.
And it's just there's still a long way to go.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good game.
Absolutely.
Against a really good Redskins defense.
Divisional games, like the Giants are always in it. Like, you know what I mean? I always like divisional games because, you can never count out the underdog. Like, it's those teams know each other. Mm-hmm. And it'll always be competitive.
So do you want?
Or it has a chance to be competitive.
Do you want them to lose?
I don't. I want them to do well.
The good thing about this draft is it looks like all the quarterbacks are going to be pretty solid.
I hope so, man.
So well, not this class. I meant like the class that
will come into next year, or get drafted.
The ones that got drafted this year.
Oh yeah.
Caleb Williams looks good.
Oh yeah.
The guy from the Redskins looks
Daniels.
good.
Oh yeah.
Nick's from Denver looks good. Drake May looks good.
Yeah.
It's just hopefully. The talent, because like there's been a lot of hit and misses, right? The last several years, I don't know. I feel like with all like the bust, they're usually bust, except for like the
the most part, right?
For the most part, right? Yeah. Except for the Jets with like Geno Smith and actually I was gonna say who else?
For the Jets?
For the Jets,
Zach Wilson.
Yeah, but he's not starting.
No,
he's not starting. Yeah, it's very rare, right?
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield is another one that moved and now is finding success.
Yeah.
But but it's very rare. But hopefully, if the Giants are in that position where
Justin Fields, he's good. Yeah.
Yeah, Justin Fields. Yeah. But he lost his job, right?
But I mean, for the time that he played for Pittsburgh, he did well.
Yeah, he did well. Hopefully the Giants get a good position to maybe trade up and get an elite quarterback.
Yeah.
To build more excitement, because when Barkley left, that kind of was, kind of popped the balloon a little bit. You know.
Not only that, he comes back and faces us twice a year. So far, he's already has 3 touchdowns against us and over, I think, 140 yards. It's so embarrassing, man.
But it's okay, man. They're not playing at the level that they want. So they have problems just like your team.
Yeah, I hear you. Thanks, man.
Well, I got your back, and we got your back. So, the Jets won this week. Hopefully, the Giants do what they got to do.
Yeah.
It's already week 9, right?
No, it's so crazy.
Freaking crazy.
Is
it week 9 or week 8?
This is week 9.
Week 9. My gosh.
So hopefully the Giants and Jets pull together and they do well. There's still some great football. A lot of teams. I'm still very excited to watch. This Monday night game's gonna be ridiculous. Buccaneers and Chiefs.
Yeah, dude,
I know the Bucks have a lot of injuries going on.
But the one thing about the Bucks is that they're always gonna play. If it's either
Baker's my guy, man.
Yeah,
Baker's my guy.
If it's the defense with the Bulls, Todd Bowles defense, or the offense just finds a way to work some magic, they're going to perform.
Yeah.
But and who thought the Lions? I guess the Lions were always gonna be good, but not this good.
I mean, even the Packers, man. The Packers are 6-2, and they had all those games a couple games where they didn't even have Jordan Love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're both 6-2. That's so.
And Salah, I think he's.
He's working for the Packers now, right?
I think so.
Yeah. The Lions and the Packers. That's a great 4:25 game. The Rams and Seahawks, another divisional game. That's at 4:25. There's a lot of good football, man.
Yeah. Whoever does the scheduling knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's why they pay them the big bucks.
Exactly.
But we appreciate you guys listening. Please give us a like and give us a comment. We'd appreciate that. But thank you for supporting us through our journey of watching our favorite sports teams.
Yeah.
I think our next video we're going to talk more about the Batsman and the Penguin.
That sounds great.
Yeah, dude, that series is awesome.
It's so good. I love that show. It's we'll make a video about it.
Thanks, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. I think the next time we see you guys, we'll probably have be after the election. So So
make sure you guys get out there and vote.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very important to have an opinion. So Democratic, Republican, Independent. It's important.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.